can you tell us about Tim?
And just the loveliest guy. I mean, I'm not just saying that. You know, I look back sometimes and I think, why why didn't I keep that away from wearing it? You know, because Tim gave a number of us the most beautiful sweatshirt with his Joker design on there. And of
Oh,
course,
so the
yeah,
actual like Joker face was designed
well,
by him?
he did like, yes, he did like the Joker and the body as well. He did his design of that.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, he gave me this sweatshirt and it was fantastic. But of course, I wore it to death. I just loved it. I mean, I don't know. You know, you think back and think, why did I get rid of that, or why didn't I just put it in a drawer and forget about it? But I know it's surreal. I even had Michael's coat because we filmed in. We're not like the sort of winters you can have in America and Canada, and I think I'm not like that, but it was very, very cold in 88, 89 in London, in South London, South England. And I remember Michael was given this really big coat so he could wear that over his spat suit, you know, because while you were waiting around to film. And I had that coat, and I don't know where that coat's gone. But going back to Tim, he was just wonderful. He really, really was a wonderful guy. He even said to me at the rap party that had I ever worked in America, and I think he was keen to get me back on terms, but there was, you know, an interruption of our conversation, let's say, and that I say that moment was lost. I don't know. I think it was more than the fact that politically with returns there was the uh, time, you know, between the sequel and the original and other things going on. But I think he really did. It was very praiseworthy about what I'd done with the movie. So I think that says a lot about him, because there are directors and people that may just make minimal contact, you know,
Hmm.
conversation. But with
Mhm.
Tim, he was a genuinely lovely guy who had said to me, "I want to thank you for your amazing contribution on the movie." And
That's
he
great.
always,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
he was always, you know, he'd ask me something, or he'd listen, or he'd let me do things. So it's very supportive. And again, you can't ask for any more than that, can you? When you've got someone of his, you know, creativity, his brilliance to
And a
allow you to
leader, it
do that.
sounds like.
And a leader,
Sounds
yeah, yeah,
sounds like he
Yeah.
was a great leader on there. And like
yeah,
you said, he was like so young and had
Yeah.
Warner Brothers producers breathing down his neck on a big project like that with a
yes,
Right.
big team.
yeah. I mean, I really felt for him, having experienced some of that myself. How frightening that is. You know, it's really tough, isn't it, when you've got those pressures, because it can stifle your creativity or put you under just so much pressure.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
he coped admirably, and but he was just the loveliest guy. And I think another thing that was lovely for me was that I went to one or two sort of parties, social things within all of this, and that allowed me to get a lovely feel as well. Because I remember seeing there was a really great party, and I remember saying to Jack's dresser, I'd really like to just say hello. I'm not trying to be ahead of myself, but I've just so loved him as an actor, and my family as well. And I would just love to say hi, you know, and my name's Carl, and I'm, you know, whatever. But we did it very gradually. But you know, it was lovely to have these opportunities. Like, I went to a party and Michael was there, and so I got to know more about him as well. And Kim was very lovely to me as well. I spoke with a lot of the actors, the goons, the guys on the rooftop, you know, Chris Fairbank, you know, they're just lovely people. So I had more time with them, you know, because we're doing shots together. Or I may have done a shot and then Sean came in and did a shot, but we were around. And it was a great family. There was a lot of that synergy, a lot of that cohesion going on between us all. Lovely.